Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my lecture series. It's called How to Make Reading Fun and Educational for Children. For those of you who haven't had a chance to get to know me, my name is Liz Patton. I'm the owner and speech language pathologist at Healthy Speech Solutions. It's an online speech therapy practice designed to help children and adults in speech therapy in North Carolina and Florida. Today, I picked the book Hand, Fingers, and Thumb. It is part of the Bright and Early Board Book series. And what I really love about the Bright and Early Board Book series, and this one's by Perkins, is the materials of the books, they're tiny, which makes them fun for little children to hold. They're also harder board, so you don't have to worry about ripping. And I also like the simplicity of the books because there's not a lot of information on the books, and it really is focusing on a specific skill set. Like some books focus on just the foot. Some books focus on like synonyms, some work on rhymes. And this one happens to work on the hands body parts, which is pretty cool. So what can this particular book teach? Hands, okay, it can teach the fingers. It even introduces the concept of a ring. It can talk about your thumbs. It can talk about actions like drumming on a drum, picking apples, and you can talk about a lot of monkeys. So we can talk about only a couple monkeys and lots of monkeys. So there's a lot of different concepts that this particular book can teach. We can also teach the concept of plurals. Talk about one finger, two fingers, one hand, two hands. And of course, the typical word imitation, which I always love, is providing opportunities for children to imitate words in the book and to get them to point to different objects in the book and then ask them to name what it is. And you can do that in any book possible out there. So this one we're going to start with. So we're going to start up here. One hand, fingers and thumb. And now this could be a great opportunity to say, oh, where's your thumb? And then the child can lift up the thumb. Where's your fingers? And then the child can lift up a finger. Do you have any other fingers? They can lift up more fingers. And then when they're lifting up the fingers, you can count. 1, 2. What comes after 2? Maybe you can get them to say 3. Maybe you can get them to say 4 and 5. And they can count all their fingers. You can try to work on 2-word production. Is that a finger? Say 1 finger. So instead of just saying 1 or just saying finger, now you can work on 2-word sentences. 1 finger. And then look, 1 thumb, drumming on a drum. Let's drum on the drum. What are we doing? They could say drumming. What are you drumming on? Maybe they can say drum. What am I drumming with? A thumb. So you just had a great opportunity to teach verbs in a fun, interactive way. Trust me, children will think it's really funny if they're pretending to drum, or you can have them try to drum on your legs, which you can't see me do, but I was just drumming on my legs. So there's fun ways that you can make it interactive to teach verbs in books and to teach body parts. The key though is don't just say hand, fingers, and thumb. That's really boring, okay? You could even take it to the next level. You could say, can you find a word on the page? And let's see, maybe they can point to the word thumb. Point to the word 1. So you give them an opportunity to point to these different words as well if you wanted to. A lot of things you can do in a book. And a lot of the skill set I'm teaching here, you can transfer over to other books as well. So this one is one hand, drumming on a drum. And remember, here I can drum on this drum, but use your legs, drum on the legs, drum on your stomach, drum on your shoulders, make it fun, get some drumming action. Talk about what you're doing. You're drumming with your hands, you're drumming with your fingers. And then this is fun. Dum diddy dum diddy dum dum dum. What I like doing is dum diddy dum dum dum. So it's a way that you can tap your legs when you do the dum, and you can clap your hands when you're doing the diddy. Doesn't say in the book, but why not? Make it interactive. It shows that dum is one word, diddy is another word. Make it fun. You can go dum diddy dum dum, and you can pause. Maybe the child will say dum. Not that you want to teach your child the word dumb, but you get the right idea. So it's a fun and interactive way to make something so simple as dumb diddy dum diddy dum 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 fun and engaging. And if the child has a chance to clap their hands, maybe hit their legs by clapping against it, you know, they get to move their body parts and interacting. The more interactive you are, the more the child's going to be engaged. Matter of fact, right there. So we got here. Rings on fingers. You can say, where's mommy's ring? And then they can point to your ring. Where's daddy's ring? You know, rings on thumb. Show me your thumb. How many thumbs do you have? 1, 2, 2 thumbs. Can you say 2? Okay. Can you say thumb? Okay. Can you say 2 thumbs? 2 thumbs. So you did words by itself, and then you put them together to form a sentence. Oh, you got the drum, drum, drum. You go drum, 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 or drum, 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 drum. We are drumming on a drum, drumming on a drum. So make it fun, make it interactive. As the story continues, the story then you start picking apples, you start picking plums, you start having more and more monkeys start drumming on a drum, and it becomes fun and engaging. And as the story progresses, just go with it. Don't just read rings on fingers. That's not fun. Children aren't going to like that. As the story progresses, look, the monkeys are picking the apples off the trees. Talk about how many apples are on the tree. Talk about the actions. They're picking apples, you know. Talk about, we have all these different monkeys. They're playing the banjo, you know. It just shows that what I hope everyone gets from these stories is that it's not about the story. It's about using the tools in all these stories to help you transfer them to new stories, to make these books fun and exciting, entertaining for children. So then children are just going to want to read with you. Maybe you'll get to snuggle up a little bit more because the child's going to want to read with you. What's wrong with that? And you get to teach them all these different languages, like language processing, teach them comprehension, teach them be able to communicate, all through simply reading a book. Gotta love literacy. So, as always, thank you everyone for coming to my lecture series. I hope everyone's been finding this to be very, very informative and helpful. How to make reading fun and engaging for children. You are more than welcome to send me an email at liz@healthyspeechsolutions.com, or you can send me a message to the website at healthyspeechsolutions.com. Have a wonderful day and keep an eye out for the rest of my lecture series. Bye.